Minutemen come in many forms today, and these ladies are definitely doing what it takes to make sure you guys are informed and prepared to respond. That's our job, and they're doing it well. So here's Sarah. She's going to tell you about Health Freedom Idaho.
Thank you, Eric. And thank you again to the 3%. This is a wonderful event. I'm really appreciating that you guys are letting us speak today. I'm so glad to be here, and I'm honored to be asked to speak. You, the Patriots, the protectors of our republic, you guys are my favorite people. I am blessed to know and work with many of you in defending liberty, and to also call many of you my friends. Today, I want to tell you about the amazing organization that I'm part of, Health Freedom Idaho. HFI is a true grassroots group of liberty-loving, Constitution-defending, intelligent, passionate people that I am truly blessed to know. Health Freedom Idaho was created to protect our access to and preserve our freedoms in regard to the health care of our choice. We are a concerned group of citizens, professionals, and families in Idaho interested in protecting Idaho's health freedoms. Given the Health Freedom Idaho belief that each person, parent, or guardian should be free to choose how to get and stay well, we are committed to promoting and preserving for the people of Idaho the right to access the healing and healthcare treatment, information, and services of their choice, which they determine necessary for their own health and survival. We are committed to protecting the practitioner's right to practice in our state. We are committed to developing state statutes and rules that honor our unalienable human right to self-determination in all aspects of our own and our children's health. And we are committed to empowering the citizens of Idaho by advocating their understanding of the laws and factors that are impacting them. HFI works tirelessly to educate on clean water, clean air, vaccine choice, clean food, environmental toxins, and most importantly, parental rights and natural rights. We work to bring information to the public to further the discussion on the dangers of the toxins all around us, how Idahoans can protect their families, and how to become active in defending our rights in choosing the health and healing paths that we want for our families. Those of us that make up the Health Freedom Idaho Board and Executive Committee were each working on various health freedom issues by ourselves until we met in late 2015 in what we now realize was the work of the Almighty God. HFI was born in early 2016, 3 years ago, and we have been extremely busy tackling many issues together as a team since then. As you all know, there is a constant and unrelenting attack on liberty that never rests. We feel called to defend liberty in every way that we are able. Some of the issues we study, write, and educate on are the dangers of genetically modified food, fluoride and other toxins in our water, toxins in the air, including weather modification, toxins on the ground like glyphosate Roundup, which is around our kids and pets everywhere they go, including our schools and our parks. We study and inform on the dangers of wireless technology, EMF, and cell towers in our neighborhoods and at our schools. We educate on the dangers of the toxic ingredients being injected into our children in vaccines, as well as other toxic pharmaceutical products being pushed on all of us. We are concerned about the intrusion and overreach also of government as it pertains to child protective services. In all of these issues, we follow the money, we question the motives, we examine the corruption of our government regulatory agencies in connection with the corporations that stand to profit from the toxins all around us that feel very inescapable. We are deeply concerned and constantly watching the erosion of the rights of the people to live healthy and free and without corporate and government interference in our lives. We now have two subgroups that have emerged and are working independently but within HFI. They are CPS Idaho and Idahoans for Safe Technology. People knowledgeable and passionate in these areas have stepped up to lead the way on defending liberty as it pertains to these worrisome topics. One of the other specific things we have been working on in the last 3 years is the vaccine exemption form for Idaho schools and daycares. There are many places in the administrative rules of our state that do not align with the legislative intent of the statutes they are associated with. The vaccine exemption form was one of the glaring examples of this assault on our republic. Our state agencies are interpreting the statutes written by the legislature in the most authoritarian way possible. This has been going on for many years. Idaho has thousands of pages of rules that were written by the executive branch of government, which have the full force and effect of law. In this way, we have allowed the executive branch to write our law. The rules do require the approval of the legislature the following session after they are written, but it would be impossible for our representatives to read every word of the hundreds and hundreds of pages of new rules each session. One of the only ways these rules are monitored and kept in check is the interested, involved, and concerned Idahoans that take the time to study them. Also, we have amazing legislators like Representative Heather Scott, who takes the time to study and inform Idahoans about what's happening with the rules throughout the entire calendar year. As you may or may not be aware, in recent weeks there have been mandatory vaccine orders for every single person, adults and children, by city and county officials in the state of New York. Regardless of how much you have or have not studied the toxicity, ethics, and efficacy of vaccines, and regardless of what you have chosen for your family, this is a gross violation of our natural rights.